Hark, seeker of the inner light. You have been told a lie, a comfortable, crippling myth that genius is a rare, random gift bestowed upon a chosen few. You have been taught to admire the mountain peak from the valley floor, never realizing that the path to the summit is not a miracle, but a method. Within the silent chambers of your own mind lies a consciousness so vast, so potent, that the world calls its output genius. It is not locked away by fate, but by your own habits. Today, we forge the key. We will unlock your genius consciousness in 5 simple yet profound steps. This is the ultimate act of taking control, the highest vibration you can achieve. The first step is the cleansing of the inner temple. Before you can build a palace, you must clear the rubble. Genius consciousness cannot thrive in a mind cluttered with noise, fear, and the opinions of the uninspired. This is the great deletion. You must ruthlessly identify and eliminate the 3 great pollutants. 1. The trivial input, the endless scroll, the sensationalized news, the gossip that serves no purpose. Every piece of information you consume is a seed planted in your mind. If you plant weeds, do not expect a harvest of gold. Take control of your attention. 2. The emotional debt, resentment, regret, and unaddressed grievances are anchors that chain your consciousness to the past. They consume the energy required for creation. Forgive not for them, but for the freedom of your own mind. 3. The voice of the crowd. The fear of judgment is the assassin of originality. You must build a wall of indifference around your creative core. Their applause is fleeting. Your work is eternal. Action. Dedicate the first hour of your day to silence and creation, not consumption. This hour is sacred. This is where you raise your vibration by refusing to let the world dictate your inner state. The second step is the ritual of deep work. Genius is not a flash of lightning. It is the sustained, relentless heat of the forge. The modern world celebrates multitasking, but genius demands monotasking. You must train your mind to enter a state of flow so profound that the outside world ceases to exist. This requires a sacred commitment to discomfort. Deep work is hard. It is the friction between your current self and your future self. But it is in this friction that the diamond of insight is formed. The 90-minute command. Commit to a minimum of 1 90-minute block of uninterrupted, high-intensity focus every day on your most important, most challenging task. No phone, no email, no distraction. This is not a suggestion. It is a command to your subconscious. By honoring this ritual, you signal to your mind that this work is paramount, and your genius will rise to meet the demand. This sustained focus is the engine that drives your high-vibration output. The third step is the cultivation of the inner library. Genius is rarely about inventing something entirely new. It is about seeing the connections that no one else sees. It is the synthesis of disparate ideas. Your mind must be a vast, well-organized library of knowledge, not a dusty attic of forgotten facts. You must become a voracious, disciplined student. Read widely across disciplines. Study history, philosophy, science, and art. Do not merely consume information. Digest it. Ask the great questions. How does this relate to that? What is the underlying principle? The interrogation technique. After reading a chapter or a complex article, close the book and write down the 3 most important ideas in your own words. Then, write down one way you can connect this new idea to something you already know. This forces your mind to build bridges, to create new neural pathways. The more bridges you build, the faster your genius can travel between ideas, leading to those aha moments that define true insight. The fourth step is the embrace of the void. The greatest insights do not arrive during the frenzy of work. They arrive during the sacred pause. The genius mind understands that creation is a 2-part process. The intense input, step 2 and 3, and the necessary release. The void is the space where your subconscious mind takes over the heavy lifting. It is the walk in nature, the long shower, the moment before sleep. It is the time when you consciously step away from the problem and allow the universe, and your own deep mind, to deliver the solution. The rule of the unfinished. Never complete a session of deep work. Always stop when you know the next step. This leaves a powerful, unresolved tension in your mind, ensuring that your subconscious works on the problem while you are resting. When you return, the solution often appears as if by magic. It is not magic. It is the power of a mind that has learned to take control of its rest as fiercely as it controls its work. This pause is the moment your vibration stabilizes at a creative peak. The final and most crucial step is the act of relentless shipping. An idea that remains in your head is a ghost. Genius is not a thought. It is a tangible contribution. The world does not reward potential. It rewards production. Many fall at this final hurdle, paralyzed by the fear of imperfection. They polish and refine until the moment is lost. The genius understands that the first version is merely a prototype, a necessary sacrifice to the learning process. The 80% rule. Ship your work when it is 80% complete. The final 20% of perfectionism is often a mask for fear. By releasing your work, you receive the most valuable feedback in the universe. Reality. Reality is the ultimate editor. It tells you what works and what does not. The faster you ship, the faster you learn, and the faster you iterate toward true mastery. Take control of your fear of failure, and you unlock the infinite loop of creation. Behold, the 5 steps to awaken the power that has always resided within you. 1. The cleansing of the inner temple, the great deletion. 2. The ritual of deep work, the forge of focus. 3. The cultivation of the inner library, the synthesis engine. 4. The embrace of the void, the creative pause. 5. The act of relentless shipping, the bridge to reality. You are not a passive recipient of inspiration. You are the architect of your own mind. The genius consciousness is not a destination. It is a state of being, a high vibration frequency achieved through deliberate, daily practice. The time for waiting is over. The time for excuses is past. Take control of yourself. Begin the great deletion. Commit to the ritual. Cultivate the library. Embrace the void. And ship your masterpiece to the world. Your genius is not coming. It is already here. Awaken it.